Okay guys, Green Zero here, and I haven't even moved my mic up. Whoop, that's probably a bit shaky. Alright, here we are with the stream. We have a series for you today. I know I haven't streamed in the last couple of days. I had the opportunity, but just no one was available, so unfortunately didn't get to live stream for a couple of days, but I am streaming now, and I've got a few days off, so expect more streams to come out. I will be streaming as often as I possibly can, as frequently as I possibly can. And we have a Contenders game here today. We're in the Contenders League. What even was it? I think we're in Group B. Yeah, it is. This is Contenders B, and it's Goldman versus Fluffy, or FilthyFiend. Goldman, this is actually his first game of the league, which is surprising because he played... Last season, he played almost all of his games in like the first week or two, but now he's, 12 days in and only playing his first game. But he doesn't have that many to play. I think there's only 8 games per player to play. Where's the scoreboard? There we go. Okay, looks pretty good. Ready. These guys are all ready to go. Hope you're pumped for some Kane's Wrath action. It is Goldman versus FilthyFiend. FilthyFiend. I might also call him Fluffy because that's his name, FilthyFiend. Sounds cool. Any issues, any audio issues with the stream, I've got it up here, so it should be fine. But here we go, starting on the top north side, playing as the GDI. It is going to be Goldman. He went through to the grand finals last season. Unfortunately, he did lose that, which was pretty shocking. So forget platform. Share, subscribe, yeah. Again, I'm still working on the dual stream. Starting on the bottom south side, it's FilthyFiend, or FilthyFiend from New Zealand. Again, I do have it set up in OBS, but I just haven't put my scenes in. I'll probably do that after this because I do want to stream on Twitch because it does get a lot of viewership and a lot of people are like, oh, I miss GZ's stream because I don't have him on YouTube or what's not. So I just like to keep everything on YouTube because it's neat and clean. It's all in the one spot. And I used to flick back and forth, but yeah, I will be dual streaming on Twitch very shortly. Again, I'll try to set that up fully after this. Goldman just going straight down the guts to Fluffy's base now. He's a little bit concerned that there would be a little bit of lag. Apparently, Goldman resides in Egypt. He's Egyptian, or he's half Egyptian, half American or something. But yeah, the game seems to be running perfectly fine. There's no slowdown, that is. We're at max 30 frames per second. There could be obviously a little bit of delay on orders. Nah, look at that. That's pretty quick. So it should be fine. He's probably just a bit concerned. Again, Goldman probably hasn't played for a little while because, again, this is his first game, but he did really well in Rising League, and I think he only dropped at the end there. Thanks to the miner, sounding good so far. That's what I want to hear. Looks like Fluffy's going to go up to the base. He's going to find a watchtower. He should be able to get that other squad away, so that's nice. What you can do is you can select the tower and then hold the waypoint key down and spam around in circles on the Rifleman squad, and it will actually cause the watchtower to kill everything like 3 times faster, because instead of stopping between each Rifleman member, it just instantly changes from one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, and you can kill the Rifleman squad like significantly faster, like almost twice as fast. It's a trick that I use against things like disintegrators as well. Sometimes when you're getting rushed, I quickly just spam the waypoint all around on the disintegrators, and the tower just go bang, 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 instead of like stopping in between each shot. So that's something that Master told me about, and I thought it was very niche and cliche, but it actually has come in handy quite a number of times. It's obviously very situational, but when it is situationally used, it does have an impact. So obviously you're not going to do that like in the late game or anything when you've got tons of towers and units, but more in the early game. Nothing sus, both players, just expanding, keeping each other scouted. I like this. Yeah, they're just having a look, keeping an eye. Look at even Goldman's got a pit bull there. It's not actually a pit bull attack, it's just a single pit bull. I know he's got a couple more just to see what he's doing. He doesn't have a ref down just yet, but I believe, yeah, Goldman might have his down slightly faster because Fluffy went for some rocket PCs. Whereas Goldman just went pure pitbull, so he had to put a barracks down. He's got to be careful though, because Fluffy, if he doesn't defend his blue tib, these pitbulls can go across. I guess he's just going to keep him busy here and engage them. Yeah, rocket PCs very tricky for pitbulls to get rid of, just in the early end, because you've got the APCs with the gun weapon and the rocket squads as well blasting out. And of course, the rocket squads will rank pretty quickly because they're obviously very cheap. Cheap in terms of cost, not in terms of strategy. Look, this Goldman's going to shoot him from behind. He's got to chase these APCs, so Fluffy's keeping on his side of the map here now. He's not actually de-garrison. Oh, there we go. He did do a de-garrison. That's nice. I was going to say the first one went down, but I think Goldman paid a pretty heavy price for that one APC. Going to lose some more pitbulls as well. He's just going to back it up to the base. I don't think Fluffy wants to continue pushing that. I think he's just going to continue with the attack. There is a single tower there. He doesn't have a second tower queued. I guess he doesn't need more than one, but he needs to watch out. He's going to have to pull this harvester, or this harvester's going to die. Yeah, pulls the harvester straight away. Actually takes quite a bit of hull damage. Going to get it behind the war factory. What's coming out? Predator tank? No, it's another harvester. Oh, I don't know. He's got his pitbulls coming. He needs to watch out. Don't drive over the minefield. Oh my god, he just drove into the minefield. It wasn't too bad though. Pitbull goes down, takes out another one of those bad boys, and the blue tip harvester will get back to work. So it was delayed. He has slowed it down a little bit, but that's a pretty nice hold by Goldman, but I mean, it wasn't exactly super threatening by Fluffy. He still has a rocket PC, or they actually bailed the rockets out. He's going to find Predator tanks. That's not what he's going to want to see. He's cleaned up his foot. Actually got a double rocket squad in a foxhole, just Contender League. Just remember, the Contenders League is a Tier 3 league, so we're you know, Pro League's Tier 1, Challenger is Tier 2, and Contender is Tier 3. Goldman, of course, came from Rising League, which is now a Tier 4 league, so he actually got promoted, but he still ended up in a Tier 3 league, technically, because last season Rising was Tier 3, and we brought in the Contenders. But enough chit-chat. Is he not going to get a Harvester? I guess Fluffy pulls there. I think he could have got a Harvester if he focused fire. He split between quite a number of Harvesters. I mean, he doesn't really lose any Pitbulls or much Pitbulls at all, so I guess he's happy just to poke that out. Armory comes down. That's interesting. A lot of people do say that the Armory is best in a GDI mirror. Armory just doesn't do much against Nod. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to build? I mean, I guess sniper teams if you're trying to deal with man spam, but it just doesn't have much of a purpose versus Nod. And against Scrin, you're going to get it for the EMP grenades and maybe some snipers as well, but I mean, against GDI, snipers are really good if they're man spamming, and getting comp armor is really important as well if you're doing your own rocket squads, because you can spam out rocket squads and stuff like that in a GDI mirror, because they will obviously either build their own snipers or hammerheads or something like that. Tanks v tanks. I think Fluffy doesn't want to fully engage here. Battle marker over there. He's got a run by, but oh no, there are 4 Predator tanks there, and those Pitbulls are getting absolutely obliterated. They're actually going to get trapped in the bottom of the map here if he just leaves them there. Meanwhile, looks like Fluffy, unfortunately, a few tanks on a bad rally will cost him some tanks. You don't want to be hemorrhaging like tanks off the side. Obviously, it's just 1 tank here or there, but over time, if that ends up being like 6 tanks over a 30-second period, that can take a bit of punch out of your attack force. Orca comes in. There is 1 APC there. That's not going to be sufficient to defend. I mean, this Orca actually might even just get shot down by that 1 APC. Is he getting shot down by 1 APC? Yeah, he gets shot down by 1 APC. It's going to be Pred v Pred, but this is not particularly cost-effective for Fluffy. I mean, yeah, look at that. Goldman, he's got more tanks, and he's going to be able to shut this down pretty well. Compo armor is done, but there's no AP ammo. Not that really matters right now. Goldman already has AP ammo done, and he's still just producing tanks. Battle marker over here. I think he got a harvester. Oh my god, so the Predator tanks moved away, and now he's going to find Shatterers there. The Shatterers should be able to dispatch that. That was unfortunate, losing a harvester to those 4 Pitbulls, which he basically defended off anyway. And he sent the other Preds to the middle of the map, but he's actually in trouble. He's not going to be... Oh my god, we got an out of sync. For real? Oh man, this is the first time I've seen one of those in my streams. That's really unfortunate. I don't know what caused that. Leaf mod. I mean, Goldman seems to be in a slightly better spot, but we'll have a look and see what they want to do about that. Yeah, I can hear myself getting messages on Discord already. Yeah, it's Goldman. So basically they get to decide if they're going to rematch that. If they can't make a call, then I'll make a call. Goldman had a slight edge. The thing is, if Goldman wants to call himself the victor in that one, that could be tricky, because I don't think Fluffy was ready to give that up. Now, it can't be. He had those Shatterers. He would have had enough to defend the base. Yeah. I don't think anyone... I mean, Goldman might have been like 52-48. We'll see what they have to say about that. That's disappointing. Yeah, he's gonna be... I think he was winning. Alright, Goldman had... We'll see what he... I think we might have to give it to... I just can't give... Yeah, see, I'm all in the favor of giving people a win if they're ahead, because it's not fair. Like, even if it's not... It was obviously, it wasn't a game-winning edge. It was a very slight edge, but I don't think it's enough. I think it's going to be 60-40. I'll see what... So Goldman wants to claim the victory. And he has every right to. I think Gold was slightly ahead, but maybe not completely over. I can just say he win if it makes it easier. It's mutual. Yeah, I don't know what caused that decent. I've never seen Pepsi Cola. Yeah, I got Pepsi Max, yeah. Should I restart game so it does this? Yeah, alright, we'll get him to restart the game just in case he's done something silly. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have a Goldman victory there. So Fluffy doesn't really, you can see he wasn't quite ready to just throw that in there, but he's just going, oh, that's fine. He'll let it slide. So if they mutually agree on a Goldman victory, which it looks like they have, it's going to be a Goldman victory. It's going to be interesting, yeah, if it desyncs again. Sorry about the delay between games there, guys, and a very anticlimactic ending there. Enjoyed the tournament so far. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I did play another series today against Cyber, if you haven't seen Bike Rush's channel. Pepsi Koala. I think Filthy is restarted as well. Ah, not typing anything. Alright, there we go. Alright, so it looks like... Yeah, so Filthy's happy to let that one slide, which does mean it's going to be a bit unfortunate for him. I get it. If they let me pick, I would have called a rematch there, because even though Goldman has a slight edge, it's just not enough to give him a total victory, right? I think to give him the victory, it'd have to be 60-40, 55-45. Nah. Filthy had some scattered forces at home and those shatterers, so he probably could have held a pure tank push. Not saying he would have 100%, but Smash Dust Bowl. This is in the map pool, right? Yeah, it is. Alright, hopefully we don't have another desync. Yeah, that was strange. I don't know, maybe they did something. Problem with Marsleaf in charge, and here comes the Marsleaf sledge. We've had just, like, desyncs were literally unheard of. Even for people like me who played every single day for years on end, you'd get like one a year. It was that rare, yeah. It was like a 1 in 1,000 games. Or even less. And then you've got them left, right, and center. But starting on the south side, it is going to be Goldman, so he did take the victory in the first one by unanimous agreement by both players. Fluffy, he's in the top. Not the best start to the series. Bit of a shaky one. But no, I think they're pretty even. They did pretty well. It could have gone either way, but that's how they decided it. Watched my videos since 2014. There you go. Well, thanks for that. Who is it? Enrique Cortez 4676. I hope I said that right. Yeah, man, that's the thing. I'm still here. I'm still casting. I bought the game even before it released. I got a copy of it before it officially launched. I was on the servers with the devs, and there was no people. There was like 20 people on the servers, and I'm like, oh, because the game hadn't launched yet, right? And then I came back on launch day. I remember playing for a few days and then coming back on launch day, and you could not get in. Like you're in casual 3, right? There's like thousands of people online. But yep, still here, still playing, consistently playing. Let's focus on this game. Looks like Goldman's going to lose out there. Fluff gets a victory. Fluffy takes this building here. it's close to his base. Looks like Filthy's going to... Sorry, not Filthy. Goldman is going to get around. I'm rather for a rematch, yeah. It was pretty early, yeah. If they had let me decide, I would have given that a rematch. And again, just to be clear, I'm a big fan of if someone is ahead, like if they have a notable advantage, not a game-winning advantage, but a notable advantage, to just give them the win, because it's not fair if they got themselves into a better position, and it has to be just 60-40, and that's enough for the other player to go, now we can just reset and I get back on equal footing. I don't think that's fair. Yep. And if someone's involved in frequent desyncs, like if we get another desync, then I'm going to be looking at Goldman. I'm like, all right, cool, that's sus. And yeah, you're responsible for your own connection, but desyncs are tricky because we know that, again, the patch is like crazy wild, but we'll see how it goes. I hope Goldman does actually have the right version. He must have the right version of the patch on, because I mean, Marsleaf has got every letter in the alphabet running hot right now. It's just going to be an eco open. Nothing sus. Goldman, and this is the thing, even in the first game, they were keeping each other pretty well scouted, right? They were constantly going in, having a look at each other, and when you can see the enemy base, you do actually play way better, because you know, oh, there's no attack coming, or oh, he's going for this tech, and you know so far in advance, and it's just so much better when you can see everything, and you make better decisions because you send units out unescorted or try to do certain things because you know you're not going to get attacked. And whereas if you just have like nothing but fog outside the edge of your tip field, you're like, oh, where is he? Is there something there? I've got to be careful. Pitbull versus Pitbull. So these guys started off with Pitbulls and Rocket APCs before, but it looks like it's just pure Pitbull on this particular level. And then they do sort of transition into the Predator tanks. They want something a bit heavier. That ref not quite as close to the tip field as I would like. Yeah, I've heard this as well. I've heard this as well, that in 4v4s, it's like desync alley, like every second game desyncs. And you can go and thank Marsleaf for that, because he basically ignores that, right? He ignores any criticism, he ignores anything like that. And again, I know I'm going off on a tangent again about Marsleaf, but he just needs to restabilize the game and revert a lot of things. But for 1v1, you know, it's when it's infiltrating 1v1, it's bad, right? But the 4v4 boys, you know, they're having a hell of a time right now, you know. Extremizer 2020 GZ with the 720p VODs. Mate, on Wii game I was like 360 and 480p. Played 1,000 games with Filthy, never desync. Yeah, it's probably Goldman. Nah, maybe it wasn't Goldman. Maybe it was just a once-off thing. Marsleaf's got something. They did something or did a specific thing that Marsleaf has broken like he usually does. We'll blame Marsleaf. I like doing that. But yeah, Pitbulls v Pitbulls. Goldman's got more. He's going to push Fluffy back to his base. Hopefully Fluffy's got some more units. Surely he's got more Predator tanks than this. A couple of Predators. I mean, the Pitbulls, there's so many of them, they can almost take out the Preds. And look at that. He's going to pull back. He's got a few scattered forces. What is Filthy doing? He's got a second war faction. He doesn't have much of a standing army. More tanks are reinforcing, so I guess he's just been lucky there that Goldman decided he was going to back off there. He had the opportunity to push. Goldman, of course, does not have any tanks at all, so he is still going heavy on the Pitbulls. Now, this will be fine to contain Fluffy, but at some point these tanks will obviously swell, and he'll have to deal with them another way. He's just looking for an entrance, but yeah, Fluffy knows he's there. He's going to cut him off, and look at that. He's already in position because he's got great scouts. Goldman's got good scouts still. You want to see Goldman's vision right now? Yeah, look at that. You can see most of the map. Fluffy, he can see the bit he scanned. A little way in there, I guess. He knows the Pitbull army is there. Actually, no one's taken blue tip. The $1,300 crane is dead, boys. It is dead and buried. That thing is not coming back ever again. Oh my god. Absolutely, truly horrific mistake from Marsleaf there, but he's pretty good at those. Oh, the Marsleaf bashing it. But look at this. Pitbulls have found a gap. There is a, he's going to get 2 harvesters. There is a Mammoth tank there, so you might want to move away from the Mammoth tank. It's going to be really hard to actually kill the Mammoth tank, even with that many Pitbulls. It can just absorb so much hits. And he's going to make his way to the back of the base. Fluffy is not pulling his forces. He's pulling some of his harvesters now. There's another Mammoth tank there. Unfortunately, doesn't pull them back far enough, and they're not behind the buoys. More Mammoth tanks out. I think it's time for Goldman to get out of there. That's not a good way to go out. Yeah, I would have gone to the left and around. Unfortunately gets chewed up pretty badly there. Oh, he's not actually going to get away with anything. And this is the thing, right? He went into the base, and it's really tempting to do this with pit bulls, but then you find you can't get out. He lost everything. I mean, he killed like 4 harvesters, so I mean, hopefully that's enough for him to be in a good position. Railguns is going to complete. Goldman now going for tanks. Railguns is going to complete, but has he got 2 harvesters? He's got just 2, and he's still producing mammoth tanks. He needs to realize that he's got 3 harvesters. He needs to realize he's going to have to switch back to harvester production because he cannot operate with 3 harvesters right now. Oh, there's orcas coming as well, so these predator tanks are basically dead. I mean, the orcas could just bypass them, right, and go for the harvesters, and I think he's realized, yeah, actually, maybe I'll just go for the harvesters. There can't be that many. And Filthy, he is building harvesters. I think did he build that harvester? Yeah, he did. He built that harvester. But now Goldman's coming in, not quite microing his orcas. They don't appear to be on a hold fire stance, so they are going to fire randomly. He's going to get that one battle marker over here. Oh man, Goldman might be in a bit of trouble here. He's got a Pred army, but he does not have railguns. There's a mammoth tank in here as well. Does he have more mammoths? He's got 2 more mammoths coming, 3 more mammoths coming. If those mammoths get to the front line, he's really not going to be able to do much about this because railguns, he's just not going to beat it. He doesn't have enough predators. He's going to need his own railguns. The orcas were rallied over here, but they have no ammo, right? They just expended all their ammo. He's going to focus down the MCV, and oh my god, I don't think Goldman's going to be able to stop this force. He's got actually some of his mammoth tanks are coming in, but he does not have railguns. I'm not sure how far away a railguns is. I don't really want to go check just yet. But Filthy is now backing up. He should be okay. He's taken out the MCV, so he knows he's done a lot of damage to Goldman. Goldman's feeling it. Where is railguns? It's not quite done. I think Goldman can't really afford to chase that, and I think he knows it as well. He's going to back off. Fluffy needs to basically recover his economy quick smart. He has built some more harvesters, and he's got another ref down, another harvester. I like this. He's doing a pretty good job of getting his economy back on track. Railgun's about to come online here for Goldman. Unfortunately, losing a few Preds on the outside. Might be able to pick up that mammoth tank. He is going to pick up the mammoth tank. Now, he has 2, 3 mammoths. He actually built a zone. He's building zone trooper squads. Oh, Fluffy's got 2 mammoths. He got a veteran mammoth here. That's nice. Has he got... He's got another mammoth over here. It's going to come down to the mammoth boys. Now, Filthy does have an economy behind this, so he can continue to produce units. He just needs to hold this attack, and he should be right. Yeah, Crane was reverted. Yeah. Yeah, oh my god, the stasis was broken. Yeah, I mean, Marsleaf, is he a net positive? Probably, but it's got to be close, right? 50-50 almost. He's really let it slip. And normally in this type of situation, he would have been replaced by now, but we're sort of in a situation where there's no one left to replace him. There is going to be an engagement here. He is going to go in. I'm not sure who's going to win this. Fluffy does have 3 mammoth tanks. There is 3 mammoth tanks here from Goldman as well, but look at the infantry. He's got nothing to do with the infantry. There is a zone trooper squad there. He's got a second zone trooper squad coming in. That's nice. Oh man, Fluffy's tanks up the top behind that power plant. Not particularly the best position there, but nonetheless, he is actually going to force Goldman back. Goldman decides he doesn't want to know about it. He's got 2 veteran mammoth tanks. That's quite nice. He did rebuild his MCV. Goldman's going to retreat. He's got 2 veteran mammoth tanks. That's really good, by the way. Yeah, he's got nothing to do with the infantry. And just remember, he's actually got compo as well, which means it's going to be really difficult to actually kill them. I'm not sure he's going to be able to do that. Even shooting that with railguns, I mean, technically, yeah, you can kill some infantry with the railguns, but it's going to take a long time, and it's not cost effective. Might be able to pick that tank off. Yeah, he's going to get it. Takes it out, Heroic Squad. He's going to get back to his base defense since he's got a double tower here, so I don't think he's going to lose any more tanks. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh my god, fixes it immediately. That's good there. Goddamn Masterleaf. I think Masterleaf's 4K mod is fantastic, and I think maybe his first patch, 1 or 2 patches were okay. They definitely weren't very good, like compared to other historic patches, but after R20, he just went completely bonkers, and yeah, he's basically lost the plot. I will criticize, because it's the only way you can get change. Goldman looks like he must have been taking the blue Tiberium. That's probably why he's still in the game. He's actually got a ref down, so Fluffy's let him come back. Although Fluffy was pretty much on the defensive for a while there. Goldman going to move back out. He's got a lot of rifleman squads here. He doesn't have compo armor. I mean, I guess he doesn't really need it. He's got sniper teams in there. No, I thought I saw a sniper team. Not to be, though. He's going to come up against fully upgraded rifleman squads, so as long as he can take out the enemy rifleman squads, and there's no turrets coming down, there should be some turrets coming down, he's going to come in. He's got hammerheads. He actually digs a foxhole, but the unit instantly de-garrisons here. Grenadier squad on the front line. Fluffy's going to fight him here. He's going to fight him. We're going to see quite a nice battle break out. He's got a lot of mammoth tanks on the left flank, Fluffy does. He's got the rocket squads as well, and Goldman really just has to retreat there. I mean, this is a really tactical engagement, by the way. Both sides are not overcommitting. I don't think Goldman's going to be able to get away with too much. He should be able to get that Mammoth Tank there away, but the lack of anti-infantry is really hurting him now. He's going to need some anti... Oh, he's got a Mammoth Tank out here. I mean, he might be able to finish all those Pred Tanks off if he just targets the damaged ones. Look at that. Actually just pops two of them straight away. Hammerheads are here. Needs to watch out. The rocket pods can actually take down that Hammerhead if he's not careful. Oh, doesn't lose that tank. That's nice. Battle markers over here. A few tanks didn't retreat all the way. Surely he got that. He didn't get that other Mammoth Tank away as well. Oh my god. Goldman has no army right now. He's got no army. I think Fluffy is doing it. He's building pit balls. Oh, that's going to be really bad, by the way. Pit balls are not really going to be doing anything in this game right now, even against hammerheads. I mean, there's too many hammerheads. The hammerheads just, yeah, they just destroyed them, right? You needed like a slingshot or you needed a battery or something like that. Goldman's done. I think Goldman's goose is cooked. Yeah, he got his eco up and everything, but he has no standing force here. And as soon as Fluffy realizes this, he's just going to... He can't see it, right? He's expecting there's going to be an army there, which is why he's not going in. He is going to attack, and soon he's going to realize there is nothing here. Yeah, he's going and he sees undefended harvesters. He's going to realize, hang on, there's actually no force here attacking him, and this is not going to be a particularly healthy fight for Goldman. He's going to lose his economy, which he can't afford to lose right now. He needs that to build an army. And, of course, yeah, it's not looking good. Yeah, look at it. He's just going to clean up from here. He's destroying all the harvesters. Goldman's not pulling them, but I mean, why bother pulling the harvesters? You know, what for? He's got nothing here. He's got 2 mammoth tanks coming, but can he defend out? He's fighting 3 enemy mammoths. 2 of them are better, and there's still a lot of rocket squads. Oh, a move order gets given out by Fluffy. That's not good. He fixes that quick smart, not before he loses quite a few units. Oh, he lost one of his veteran mammoth tanks. That's a bit unfortunate. If he gets this mammoth tank to make a kill shot over here, he might actually even get an elite mammoth tank. But not that it's going to matter. I think he's just going to clean up here. Rocket squads are going to finish the job. And look at that. Goldman is fresh out of money. I think he's just selling his base right now. Yeah, GG comes down. He's going to lose out last mammoth tank. And that's going to be the end of the game. So, yeah. Very back and forth is what I can say. That was a very back and forth game. Remember, this is Contender League, by the way. So it's a Tier 3 league. But that was a very entertaining game to watch. Very close on the eco graph. Goldman significantly ahead, but then losing his MCV. That shut down his ability to get his 3rd base, and Filthy lost a lot of harvesters, right? And it took him a while to recover from that, but at the end of the day, he does a better job, had more mammoth tanks, and the infantry, the rocket support was there, and the rocket support really mattered. Goldman simply lost too much to the rocket support. So no repeat of game 1, no DC. Filthy brings it back. We'll check map pool. So we got a series on our hands after the unfortunate antics of game 1, game 2. Very solid game by both players. It could have gone either way. It could have gone either way. Oh, is this going to be Hampstead Gardens? Boy, I was watching the streams all on my night shift, and I had both Biocrush and Marsleaf on different monitors. Like, it's just dual streaming, and I saw the game, and I know he's already uploaded it, where he played center, and it was this nuts game, and I'm like, it was crazy. Like, at least on GDI, no problems winning my games, and then he proceeds to lose to just rockets, and he has like 8 different unit comps on his side, and he still couldn't stop just pure rocket. And I'm like, yeah, keep telling me how bad, how strong GDI is right now. Who's messaging me? Yeah, that really annoyed me as well. Cyber played Scrin in our series, and he just messaged me going, I didn't really feel like playing Nod. I'm like, no, you're playing Scrin because it's really easy to play Scrin versus GDI right now, and he wanted to win, which makes sense, right? But I'm just like, you're not a Scrin player. And it showed, right? If you watch that series, you put anybody else in his position, like you put Future Armor in or Shy in, and they will just devastate me. Like, they'll use their clicks properly, they'll use their teleport properly. Like, Cyber didn't really get a proper phase crush off in that series. I did implement new strategies in that series, but I'm not sure how they would go against the other guys. It's just very difficult to use things with GDI now. Alright, so Goldman has switched to Nod. Alright, so starting on the north side of Hampstead Gardens, it's going to be Goldman. He did let that second game slip to this man, FilthyFiend. Bringing it back to level the series. We've gone from a best of 7. It's now technically a best of 5, as Cyber would say. Let's go, Filthy! That's from Hope's End, not from me. I wouldn't mind seeing Filthy win because he's New Zealand, and that's basically Australia. So nice to see the Aussies win. Benedict Cumberbatch, yeah. Apparently I like Benedict Cumberbatch, yeah. Yeah, this is my pride and joy. I actually went into design other maps as well, but it's so time consuming to make these maps, like, that I just never really got around to it. Like, I probably could go make some more. Like, the world builder is really good for this game, by the way. Like, I really enjoyed using the world builder. Like, the level of customization you have and the ease of use of it as well. Like, I learned most of it just by reading the manual, and you only have to read half the manual. It's like 200 pages long, but you only have to read the first half because the last half of it is AI scripts, which you don't need for a multiplayer map. And then I just read like Cypher Bullet's map making thingy, and then watched some videos and just self-taught. I also studied a lot of other maps, so a lot of time and effort went in before I even started building the map. And then I played around with a lot of different stuff. The middle looked completely different before, and the sides of the map, these were completely different. I've got screenshots I should show you guys. You can see it's actually really cool. I should have taken more screenshots. I've only got about 7 or 8. But you can see what the map looked like before it was properly decorated and how some of it was structured prior. Yeah, this middle area was completely different before. Of course, the spike used to be in the corner, which was fine. A lot of other spikes are the same distance away, but people kept complaining about screen, so I just shifted it up here. I think there was a spike in the middle as well, but I ended up dropping that because it just prompted Scrin to go for it every single game. They could use it as cover, right? They could send their buzzers up and then you couldn't get around. Like the middle was a lot smaller as well, so I made it a lot bigger. And so now it's unlikely that Scrin is going to rush the EMP spike. It doesn't make sense, right? You don't get to benefit from that till later on. How many hours did it take? If you remove all the study time and all the reading and everything and just me in the world builder building this one map, it was probably like, 60 hours or something like that. Gathered it's my first map. Yeah, it's crazy. It takes forever. Yeah. Decorating everything and building all the terrain and like designing all this so it looks like a real place. Designing like places this is what they would look like in real life, right? We've got to focus on this game though. I wish I had decorated a little bit more. Right towards the end there was a bit of an emphasis to get it out the door, so there's some areas that I wish I had a bit more time to decorate, but it's still quite good, so I'm happy with that. Let's focus on this game though. Goldman is pressuring with some bite bugging. I mean, nothing much has happened in this game. They both did eco builds. Actually, Goldman went double War Factory. Did he go double War Factory? Yeah, he did. He's got his MCV packed up. Not sure what he's planning there. Power is down. Second War Factory comes down for Fluffy. He's going to move into the main, but he already knows he's going in there. He's got a tower down. Surely he's going to rally some forces. Pulls one harvester. Pulls the second harvester now. Might be able to save it. Yeah. Goldman doesn't want to fully commit in there. He's not going to fully commit because he knows if he goes in here, then he's not going to get out without taking a ton of damage. It's probably not worth it just to get the one harvester. Only losing like a Raider Buggy instead. He's going to be happy with that. Bike's coming around to flank, so he is keeping Filthy base locked right now. Maybe swing and get a harvester. There is no harvester there. He must have pulled the harvester, right? Surely he didn't lose the harvester. Second ref comes down, but I mean, he needs to power that up. Oh, I guess he doesn't want to lose to bikes. Is Goldman? Goldman's not all in. Oh my god, he's actually running out of pit bulls here. I think he needed a Predator tank or two and maybe some more towers. He's going rocket squads because I think he realizes now it's just pure bike that's containing him. So Goldman is going to back off now. He could swing into the main again. More bikes coming. Raider buggies are going to reinforce, and he is going to go to the back door once again. He's going to go up this ramp. He's going to find some harvesters. Fluffy is already orienting over there. That's nice. He's going to pull the harvesters. This is great from Fluffy. He's doing a really good job defending here. I mean, obviously he has taken quite a lot of pitbull losses, more than he would like, but he is protecting his harvesters. He's only got 2 on the expansion, so the expansion's not really being utilized that well. These harvesters will need to go back to work, otherwise this is lost mining time. There we go. Oh no, I thought it was going to move. This is the thing, right? If you pull your harvesters, you got to get them back, because right now Goldman's attack technically has led to this, and there you go, he's going to fix that. So only about 4 or 5 seconds, it wasn't too bad. Bikes are going to swing in. They're now going to take out the Tiberium Spike, I guess because they figure that they can't quite get into the base right now. He's going to destroy that. Pitbulls will respond. Oh, he's going to be able to save it. Loses a Raider Buggy. What is Goldman doing? He's got a double ref down. He's got 3 harvesters, tier 2. No, 4 harvesters there now. That's nice. But yeah, looks like Filthy is going to be okay. Flame Tank? No, nothing sus happening over there. It is a great map. I know. That's the whole point of me making the map. I knew that I was probably only going to be able to make one, so I wanted to make one that was like really good, has a unique layout, is balanced across all factions, and it just produces bangers, doesn't it? This map, it produces great games. I am sort of blowing my own horn here at the moment, but the thing is, a lot of other people think it's great as well. So it took a while to catch on. I obviously pushed it, and at the start it got played a little bit, and then but over time it's just become more and more and more and more popular, which is really great. It's aged very well. What's Fluffy doing? Goldman now going to swing into Scorp tanks. I think he's going for lasers and dozers. Yeah, doesn't have any power. He's going to need to upgrade those power plants. I'm assuming he's got power plants on the upgrade, because this is stalling out his upgrades right now. Oh, he's got power plants. He could be upgrading. Is he just going to expand on low power? He's got plenty of money. He's literally not upgrading a single power plant. Okay, finally. He upgraded one. But that's going to slow his dozers down, right? I mean, technically Filthy could push in. He's going to block the bite buggy. I like the fact that he kept the pitbulls alive and he hasn't thrown them away or anything. He could technically attack. Dozers is done though. Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of tanks here. They can rip around. Oh, he needs to be careful. He needs to, yeah, he sees it and he tries to back off. He's going to lose some of his tanks. I'm not sure if he's going to lose all of these tanks. There's a lot of scorpions there, right? So their force multiplier is quite high. It's these tanks here should be able to do a bit more damage, but ultimately he's going to lose all the tanks over here. So that's a nice catch. Harvester there as well. Oh my god, he needs to get out of dodge. He needs to back it up right now. Finally, the last Predator falls. There is a few more Predators back here. 5 more Preds. These are going to be able to do some serious hull damage. He's just spraying the enemy tanks. Mammoth tank comes in. I think, have we got a Sonic emitter on the way? Yeah. And Goldman pulls back. He doesn't know it, but I mean, maybe he saw the Mammoth tank and he smells the Sonic emitter coming. I wouldn't have thought he'd be that good a player to smell it, but it is going to be actually a good decision to retreat, because if he stays there, the Sonic drops, the Mammoth tank starts shooting, and then, yeah, he's actually going to preemptively drop the Sonic, and that's a really terrible refinery placement. If he puts another one up here, he's just going to get clicked. Pitbull's not going to get in there. Yeah, Rocket Squad's Goldman's got a couple of Rocket Squads. He knew that was going to happen, so both players, these players are both pretty solid in my opinion, so quite a good game so far. Harvester on the main, could be transition. Already got, we've got 5 on the expansion, just 1 here. So his economy isn't as high as it should be. Meanwhile, Goldman still hasn't fully saturated the expansion. He's got a structure. Yeah, it's another refinery. I was going to say it'd be interesting to see what that is, but it is going to be a second refinery. Lasers is done. Has this tank army at home. He's going to pull these guys back as he wants full repairs before he goes back out again. Railguns is done. Single Mammoth tank. Yeah, that's going to be annoying, right? Because if he reverse moves, it's hard to. He's going to have to try to get us around. A second Mammoth tank. I don't know about this. You know, these Scorps are going to get eaten for breakfast. There's not enough Scorpions, right? He's going to have to back off. Although, that's not very good. Getting shot at from the rear armor. He turns around now. He needs to bring the other tanks forward a bit and then reverse move them together. But these guys are leaving this one tank behind. If you bring these ones forward and then all reverse move again, they'll all be lined up, just blasting away. And he's got 2 more tanks here. So, yeah, he really should have these tanks. He's pulling them all together. This is like, it's going to be really difficult to chase those Mammoth tanks, right? Because they're just going to blast so hard onto these Scorpion tanks here. It's just not going to work out. Yeah, they've got so much health that they can withstand quite a number of shots before they go down. And Goldman, he needs to back off. There's now a 4th Mammoth tank there. I guess he really wants to kill this one Mammoth tank here, but how many has he lost? Countless missile comes down. And look at that ref placement over there. Oh my god, but he had to, right? Otherwise he would have lost both refs. But he does hold that attack. He holds that attack. Someone was messaging it. Oh, there's a pitbull attack on the right flank. He's going to find... He actually got pitbull mortar, so he may... No, he didn't even kill the rocket squads. He just went around them. He's probably going to get a harvester. Is he going to pursue? He could actually just destroy the refinery. He's going to try to target more harvesters. Still hasn't killed the first harvester. He needs to make sure he gets that. He's going to get one harvester. He gets the second harvester now. He needs to watch out. The rocket squads are there. He could just splash them down with the mortars, right? There's only about 4 squads there. Scorps are responding, and oh man, this is going to be disastrous for the people that are not going to fare well against laser Scorps. And look at that. Filthy barely even controlling them there. I mean, they weren't going to get away anyway, so just going to lure those tanks to the top right. What's happening over here? Oh, we got double stealth tanks. So look at this. Contenders Leagues uses stealth tanks. Obviously gets a harvester kill there, I think, and he's making a move. Doesn't have Tib Core. He's going to move around. Mammoth tanks will never capture those, by the way. You'll never chase them down with mammoth tanks, so don't bother. I would just deploy a zone trooper squad with scanner packs into your field, and then basically they'll reveal the stealth tanks, or they'll best be able to destroy them relatively quickly. Very difficult, yeah, once you've got like a single zone trooper squad can just blast down the stealth tanks quite quickly, and they'll have to do something like bring a Venom across or something like that. Which Venoms are pretty easy to dispatch, really. So look at that. He's going to target the power grid because why not? There's nothing here, and this is going to hurt Fluffy. Still has power. Unfortunately, some of these harvesters were not rallied back to the Tiberium. And look at that. He's actually going for zone troopers. There you go. He fixes that now. Does he have a comm center? He doesn't actually have a comm post. Doesn't have scanner packs. He's going to need a command post for that. Avatar army coming out now. Infantry upgrades on the cards and a Redeemer. So Redeemer Avatar with Inf mixed in. That'll be very difficult for the GDI to deal with. It'll be very good against this comp as well. I mean, the Avatars obviously are not going to be as good. Oh my god, he's actually running over harvesters. Might be able to get that harvester. Oh my god, popped it full up Tiberium. I think he was trying to take Tib off of his field there. Doesn't pay off. But yeah, Avatar's obviously not as good versus the Mammoth tanks, but the Redeemer Rage plus the Man Spam will make things difficult. GDI will have to diversify. Puts the space uplink down. Oh, he's getting attacked again. He's got rocket squads to deal with this. He needs to... he's just got idle harvesters here, hasn't he? That's a little bit silly from Filth. He needs to fix it up. He's not paying attention. He's obviously busy elsewhere. He's making progress in the main base of Goldman, but Goldman probably isn't too fussed about losing that. Battle marker over there. He actually gets a refinery. And look at that. He's going to run into the stealth tanks, which is unfortunate. So Goldman obviously not super good at controlling as well. He's going to leave now. What's happening over here? I guess he's trying to respond to this. I mean, it's going to take out his power grid. These Mammoth tanks, I'm not sure where they're going. They've been misrallied, I think, to wherever the rest of the Mammoth tanks are. Filthy needs to sort of stabilize a bit. He needs to get... yeah, he probably does need another ref down there just because this one's in a really bad spot. He's got harvesters queued up for days. And look at this. The force comes up here, and did he lose a Mammoth tank? Oh no, one of them got away. The other one is here. He needs to back off right now because he's just going to get destroyed, right? Unfortunately, Filthy just not organising his army as well as he should be. He is going to try to pull that back. He might be. If he gets it to the ramp, he should be fine because that'll block line of sight. Once he starts going down the ramp, yeah, they're going to have to run up to the edge to actually start shooting at him. So he's going to back these guys off. He still has quite a force of Mammoth tanks. That's nice. Marv is out. Didn't see that. He's missing a hard point, though. Oh my god, he just killed his own rocket squads. And so he stealthed his Redeemer. Why would you use the scan? You've only got one of those. He has to wait for that to call. You wait for the engagement, right? No, it's the thing, like, because it's going to move over here out of the range of the scan. He's not going to be able to see it. And look at that, he's force firing the ground. He's expecting it. Stealth tank is taking out the harvester. He's expecting the rage gen. Oh my god, the Marv is EMP'd. What's happening up there? I think the army is following down here now. That Mammoth thing is shooting. He needs a shockwave artillery. Where's the shockwave artillery? There's the shockwave artillery. He needs to try to save the Marv. He's chain EMPing it. He's going to not hit the Redeemer. Are you for real? Wait, didn't he just rage gen already? Oh my god. He waited for him to stop force firing, then he rage gens him. He can't see it as well. He blows his own Marv up. This is going from bad to worse for Fluffy. There's no stealth detection, which means the Redeemer's going to get away. Because guess what? He already used his scan for no reason. He is going to be able to deal with these avatars though. Zone troopers on the ground, no scanner pack still, but there's a lot on Mammoth tanks. Has Goldman forgotten about his avatar army? Oh, this is going to even things up actually, because the avatars are not going to be able to stand up against this much rail weaponry. They're just going to get destroyed. And Fluffy can actually take the husks as long as he doesn't crush them all. He's going to destroy that force. Stealth tank has cleaned everything back up there, down there. He does have scanner packs, and we got 4 husks on the ground. Yeah, he could just make a play. He's got hammerheads. He's actually got quite a large force here. He doesn't have a Marv. He has to deal with the... Does he not have AP ammo? Oh my god, he doesn't have AP ammo. He does not have AP ammo. I guess he doesn't need it. It's not that much infantry. He's just going to force move through this base. He's going to get the tier 3. He's going to get the tier 2. There's the rage gen. Another fantastic rage gen, by the way. He's still got no stealth detection. Where'd the zone troopers go? He left the zone troopers behind. They have the scanner packs, and there is what's going to reveal the stealth there, but I think he's just going to move through this space. Unfortunately, his mammoths are just getting very, very, very gradually worn down by random rages, rocket squads, and stuff like that. He is going to reset the tech, though, and he's going to take out pretty much this whole base. He's even going to get that power plant on the way out. Power grid gets decimated, so it's not over for Filthy just yet. He's done tremendous damage to Goldman, and look at this, he still hasn't reclaimed the husk. I think maybe Goldman was trying to stop him. Yeah, because there's definitely a... Oh, no, sorry, he has actually captured the husk, so Goldman hasn't been doing anything. Zone heads against Nod. Oh, that's risky. You know, you've got so much stealth units to deal with and things like that. It's very hard to make zone heads work against Nod. You don't really need them either. I mean, zone heads are very anti-vehicle, and you've got so many mammoth tanks. The mammoth tanks will beat the avatars. You can shockwave them as well, right? Like, shockwaving an avatar army is just, yeah, it's the beast. He's actually overlapping those tanks. He's got another veteran mammoth tank. And that's the third one he's got in this series. He had 2 last game. Unfortunately, that mammoth tank I don't think is going to be able to Aegis destroy. Battle marker over there. Oh, the zone heads with some pitbulls coming in. Oh, the harvesters from Goldman are dead. They're all dead. Oh my god. Filthy is going to take this game. He's going to win this game. There's no harvesters. He has 0 harvesters. He's got 1 harvester up there. He's going to take out that power plant. Goldman has 1 harvester. He's got a half-dead Redeemer. He's missing a hard point. There's no repairs on the Redeemer, right? He reclaimed the avatars. Filthy's won, right? He's won. He's got a large army here. As long as he doesn't spoon-feed his army in, he's fine. He's going to get raged again, but, I mean, a rage is not going to be sufficient. It's going to be another fantastic rage. I think he's had 3 rage gens, and they've all been amazing, doing tremendous damage. There's the scan, but he needs the shockwave. He does not have an uplink. It is down right now, which means that scan, he's just going to walk away. He's going to escape, and he still doesn't have AP ammo. Is he working on that? No, he's not working on it either. Look at that. He's got no did he kill that? I think he killed the harvester, right? I think Goldman just loses because he can't actually recover. Even if he sells what he's got. Oh, I got a bloody... No, I don't want that. I was sitting here, I think, is my music playing twice? No, it's my mobile. Yeah, there's a spammer calling me. I got a spam filter, so it knows. So yeah, I mean, Filthy's going to win. Goldman just doesn't realize it just yet. He's got some infantry here, but he can't, yeah. He sells, he's got no spikes. He doesn't have enough. Unit under attack. No, he doesn't have enough. So, all he can do now is sell this off and build a barracks and try to capture the enemy spikes, but that's going to be like a million years away. Filthy has one. He can't build any more units. He's got rockets for anti-air, but I mean, technically, he's not going to be able to actually deal with the zone heads now. And again, with no engineer in the Redeemer, he has no way to repair it. He's actually bringing it back to base. So, is this game actually going to keep going? So, Filthy obviously doesn't realize. Like, surely he must realize that Goldman has no harvesters, right? And look, he's not doing anything. He's just got one stalled. This is going to be stalled forever. There's no point doing that. You might as well sell something off and try to get an engineer. Filthy's got an Orca. He's got sensor pods. Okay. I guess he's going to put a sensor pod on the ground. Does he know how to use them? A lot of these players I wouldn't think they would. Is he going to put it onto the mammoth tank? Okay, he's going to put... I guess he thinks his army's over there, but surely he must know... He saw the infantry there. You can actually hear the Redeemer as well if you pay attention, and there's no other noise going. He's going to get another fantastic rage off, by the way. He's going to get another rage off. There is a pit bull in there. Once he gets close enough... Oh my god. He actually destroys his harvesters. There's the shockwave. He says the shockwave artillery comes down. He sells the space command. Is he... Oh, direct hit. It is a direct hit on that Redeemer, and that is going to be a dead Redeemer. Actually EMP'd one of his avatars as well. See you later. Goldman is dead. That is the end of the game. Heroic Rifleman squad. Quit the game. Quit the game, Goldman. Is the game over? Oh, this game is over. I didn't have the HUD there, so it doesn't show any text up either. A 19-minute game, but look at that. Flatline at the end. I can't believe so. Fluffy brings that back. I think the fact that he just ended up wiping out all Goldman's harvesters, if he didn't do that, Goldman would have continued to build units and would have just eventually won that game, I think. So, nice work from Fluffy. You reckon Filthy would have won game 1? It's very close. It's very close. These two players are very evenly matched. Yeah, that's why if they had decided to let me call game 1, I would have called a rematch. Because I'm like, it's the oh geez, not 3, far out. It's not that far ahead. Yeah, because the attack Goldman was going to do with those Preds, it wouldn't have worked. Fluffy would have held it, and then the game would have normalized. So I think Filthy thinks Goldman thought he was ahead because he just defended that attack and he was pushing forward, so he just obviously doesn't realize that his attack was not going to be able to end the game. Sell his MCV. I guess he could have sold his MCV, but he doesn't have any power. It sort of makes things worse. Yeah, oh, big brain Filthy, that was bait, was it? So he baited in the Redeemer. I tell you what, I'm gonna type to Filthy. Save your scans. Yeah, you want to save your scan when the Redeemer comes in, when you can actually... He just scanned, like, oh, you cloaked it? I just scanned. And it's like, well, what are you going to do with that? You got no army there. It's like when people shockwave because they see the epic unit, and then they have no army there. So the shockwave just wears off and they just walk away. And I'm like, you have to wait like 3 minutes now for that to recharge. And you just wasted 2 grand. Is it 3 minutes? I think it's 3 minutes. Alright, looks like we're going back to a GDI mirror. Tell you what, the remaster soundtrack is banging, isn't it? Every song they remaster is fucking great. Starting on the top left-hand side, it is FilthyFiend, aka Fluffy. Bottom right, it's going to be Goldman. He changed colour. Oh, I haven't done the colours all game. So Goldman's purple, Filthy is blue. Oh, I think Filthy has kept his colour. I completely forgot about that, by the way, guys. That's okay, they're only mirroring the first game, and Fluffy's colour has always been right. I did not realise. So Goldman is purple. No one told me the scoreboard had the wrong colours on it. It doesn't matter, everything else is right. It's, my bad. So Tournament Arena. If Filthy can win this game here, he'll take himself to match point. Good comeback last game. Yeah, I tell you what, Goldman's rage gens. Oh my god, every single rage gen was peak. The last one, obviously, he obviously lost his Redeemer, but you know, he had to try, right? He can't just sit and wait. I mean, Filthy's just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger the longer the game goes on, because Goldman can't build anything. Sometimes you see people do that when they realize they're actually cooked, like they can't build anything, they're cooked out of the game, and they sit around and they wait. I'm like, no, you can't sit around. Like, you have to go now with everything you have, even if it's not strategic to do so, even if you don't have enough to win. You have no choice. You have to go and try and make something happen. And if you go straight away, sometimes you can actually break them and win the game. We've seen it happen a bunch before. But sitting around waiting for the other guy to get stronger and stronger is... I've seen it as well. Sometimes I've broken someone and they can't get back in the game. And instead of them counterattacking while I'm weak, they sit and wait. And I sit there, oh, he needs to attack now. He's not going to. And I just spam out as much units as I can. So by the time they realize it, they can't then actually do anything. Yeah, Filthy was always blue. He happened to already be on one of my saved scoreboards, so that worked out fine. Going for the blue tib pretty quickly there from Goldman. Rocket APCs here from Fluffy. Is he going for the... No, he's not going for that yet, so he's going for APCs first, obviously. Look, you know what? If he sends his APCs right now, he might be able to intercept this on the way back. Losing his blue tib harvest is bad. Goldman, oh, he's rallied it though. He hasn't actually given it an order. He needs to fix that quick smart, because the longer he sits and waits up here, the worse it gets for him, because I think Filthy, he's coming now with the APCs. He's got, how many has he got? He's got 4. His first APC is going to get caught out. You don't want to spin around and show the rear arm in it. These pit bulls, the problem with the pit bulls is that they just can't stay here in that rocket fire. They can't withstand it. Goldman is harvesting blue Tiberium now. Does Fluffy realize that? No, that's not his rifleman squad. I don't think he knows that he's gone for that. No, he actually had some vision over here, so it would have crossed his vision, but I don't think he's actually picked up on it. Oh, he's actually coming around now, so maybe Bibble's coming in. They will target that damaged APC. They get it. Does he de-garrison? No, he does not de-garrison. What's he got in here? Rocket squad, rocket squad, rocket squad. He can easily just kill that rocket squad there. So Goldman is going to get away with some blue Tiberium, albeit delayed. But at the same time, he still has all but one of his APCs. He's going to long range his own Tib. One ref down. Oh, look at that. He's going to go for the enemy harvester. Now, this will leave him exposed, but look at this. Filthy is going to the top of the map. He's actually disengaging and he's going back to base. He knows that they're there. He knows they're there. He's going to try to pull that because he pulled these harvesters, right? He doesn't need to pull those harvesters. He knows this is the one he's going. He's going to lose a blue Tib harvester, and it's full of blue Tiberium, which means you destroy like 90% of the Tiberium, right? That crystal there is one crystal, right? How much Tib got destroyed there? A lot. It's fantastic, and killing full harvesters is something you always want to do. One, to stall the enemy economy, and two, because you physically destroy, like, I'm not sure how much, it's like 80 or 90% of the crystal that goes into the harvester, right? And that's destroyed crystal, so they never get that back, right? I know the stuff regrows for free, but you know that crystal's gone forever. So Fluffy is feeling it a little bit. Does he have AP ammo? No, he does not have any armor-piercing ammunition. He went for a second war factory. This is going to be a ref. Yeah, it is. So no AP ammo anytime soon. People's trying to find their way in. They're going to find nothing there. Fluffy is going to come around the top of the map. Yeah. He's going to start attacking Goldman's harvesters. Maybe get one back for the team. Is he going to get that harvest? He's got to watch out. He's fighting across the tip field. Goldman has quite a sizable army here. Doesn't have compo armor. Is taking Tiberium damage, so... I mean, oh, he's going to reverse move into this army. This is not going to end up very well for Filthy, and this is not very cost effective at all. He's losing quite a bit of stuff. Bit of a glitch there. Ooh, maybe an alt tab. Not sure what's going on. He's going to come down here and take out the spike, but he just lost most, if not all, of the army. A couple of units sneak away. Oh, it's glitching out a little bit, isn't it? Not sure what's going on there. Bit of connection issues. You can see that we're skipping a few frames. I think it's calmed down now. Must have just been the weather. Whose are these? These are Goldman's. He does not have composite armor. And again, Fluffy doesn't have AP ammo, but he is going for Shadow Tanks. He's actually in a lot of trouble. This seems a bit reminiscent of Game 1, where he's gone for the Shadows here. He is going to kill the infantry pretty well. Composite armor is done for Goldman. This is quite nice. He's going to get that War Factory. No more Shadow Tanks. That one Shadow Tank needs to work overtime, though. He needs to work overtime. There's an Orca coming. He's just going to target it, right? And he's pushing it back. It's not even shooting right now. He needs to at least open fire on these forces right now, because he's just going to lose his Shadow Tank to the Orca anyway. Hammerheads are coming down. AP ammo is not done yet. It is not done. I think he's in all sorts of trouble. We've got a battle marker over here. He's running through with Predator tanks. He's running through the enemy base with Predator tanks, but at the same time, his front is falling. Goldman is breaking through here right now. He doesn't have AP ammo. He knocked out the power grid. He cannot engage with his hammerhead. Still is done. He's trying to power micro like crazy. He can't get AP ammo done. Meanwhile, these tanks are going through. So many harvesters are dead there. He's killing all the harvesters on the right-hand side. These guys are just completely screwing things over. AP ammo is done. Can he somehow hold this attack? He needs to get rid of the rocket squads. If he can thin the rocket squads out, he can clean up the Predator tanks eventually. I mean, the hammerheads aren't that great against them, but they will eventually clean them up. I think he might be okay. He's putting down towers. Goldman is targeting harvesters. He's destroyed so many harvesters as well. It's pretty crazy. I think, yeah, look at that. He's going to clean up right now. The AP ammo towers should finish off the rest of it, and these tanks are dead. But who did the most damage? Goldman. Has he got any harvesters left? He's got one harvester. Oh my god, I think Filthy has done it. He's got one harvester. Goldman has one harvester. And I think somehow Filthy has won the base trade. Or should I say, like, eco trade, because that's kind of what it was, right? Has he got money? And everything's stalling. He's going to go for the tier 2. No, he's going to go for the power grid. Oh, Goldman in so much trouble right now. GG, Goldman sees the writing on the wall. He can't stop these hammerheads. It's just going to be a slow death. And Filthy will take that game. He takes that game. For a second there, I thought it was match point. But no, that's actually going to be a 3-1 lead. I was sitting there going, oh, he's going to win 4-1. No, that was only game 4, guys. Oh, what an intense one that was. Well done to Filthy. I mean, he's just proving that he's able to power. It is still so even, but Filthy's just coming through with the goods, right? He's just sneaking through with the goods. Goldman doesn't quite have that edge to bring him down. I mean, Goldman, it's been doing well, but just needs to do a little better. Let's have a look at the stream, make sure it's all good. Yeah, that's good. I just watched it on my phone. I do have a second monitor I could set up on my desk, but I just never do it. It'd take up a lot of space. Oh, Goldman saying he didn't get any warning on the Preds. Is Tournament Oasis in the map pool? Oh, it is in the map pool. There you go. Yeah, EVA on holidays. Story of my life. I always know something bad's happening when the EVA stops talking. I'm like, alright, what's getting blown up? I'll be sitting there and then the first thing I'll hear from the EVA is low power or cancelled. And then I go back and the whole base is gone. I'm like, yeah, cool, thanks, awesome. What do we got? Yellow GDI. He switched his color again. I don't like it switching color. Got Alt Tab just for the color. Yeah, we almost hit our 50 viewer mark. That's the goal every stream. Starting in the bottom left hand side, it's going to be Goldman playing as gold or yellow. Right now, he's going to be relegated to Silverman if he doesn't take a victory here. Yeah, I don't know, that game one, man. I think Filthy might be kicking himself that he let that, that he agreed to let that one drop. This man here, FilthyFiend, he's up 3-1. He's got victory in his sights now. Goldman is going to have to pull something out of the bag to get back into this series. And again, it's been so close. It really could have gone either way. But right towards the end, you can see Filthy just has the edge to make the better decisions, especially when it comes to like recovering his economy and structuring his base. He seems to be doing that a bit better than Goldman. Goldman's a bit messy. Goldman seems to forget some things or he puts things in awkward spots. And yeah, I just think he needs to make a few better decisions. He should be fine. Yeah, that is true. What's your name? Fran621. There are some players like that the longer the game goes, the weaker they become because the game becomes too complicated for them, right? Like, because the more the game goes on, the more stuff happens, the more is to control, and you get past the build windows where you have your opening builds, and then from there, you have to make it up as you go along, and lesser players are not very good at that, whereas a pro will know how to play all stages of the game up to the late game, and then the very late game, and the very, very late game, the very, very, very late game. So I definitely see when I take certain people to the very late game, I end up just wiping them in the late game because they can't handle the game at that point. It's why I used to see a lot of people all in rush in a lot of tournaments because they didn't want to go into even a medium-sized game or medium-length game because it got too complicated for them. It's easy just to queue move a bunch of bikes around and try to win with cheese. But these days, you know, if you try to do that in Pro League, like, people are so good at trying to stop that now because that's all the game was for like a few years, and then people like Masterleaf and co ended up coming up with these strategies. This is how you stop all in. And yeah, people got really, really good at stopping all in, and it dropped off the radar a bit because it just lost its success rate, right? Big TV screen. Yeah, I do that sometimes as well. I play the live streams on my TV if I'm at home. It's great, right? It's fantastic. But let's focus on the game. Goldman trying to dig this foxhole out of his base. He's going to need to put a tower down as well. Yeah, queuing one now, because just removing the foxhole doesn't actually eliminate the rifles. If Filthy was smart, he would move the rifles away now. Same thing over here. They're going to see pitfalls from both sides. Oh, the towers. He's got another foxhole over there. It's going to be pitfalls and rocket squads to come out from Filthy. He wants to make sure he's not going to lose any harvesters. Goldman, meanwhile, is he going to go for a second war factory? He's just going to splash the rifles down. Not necessary if you're getting attacked by rockets. You just waypoint them around in circles a bunch of times, and then Pitbulls will never kill them. He's going to dispatch these forces. Unfortunately, he wasn't paying attention, and now Goldman's going to be able to dispatch that. Anyone going for blue Tiberium? Did someone take a swing of that? Is there some missing? I'm not sure if Goldman got some of that. Maybe not. Maybe it just grew awkwardly or favorably towards Filthy. Yeah, backbone strategy. That's the thing. Some people don't know how to recover their economy, or they don't realize that they've lost so many harvesters that they have like 2 harvesters left. And so instead of building harvesters or economy, they keep trying to build units and they stall themselves out. And then that just, yeah, screws them up. A pro player will understand if their economy's been hit and they'll replace their losses ASAP and then, you know, reorient and get back on track. But lesser players will still try to continue to pump units because it's like, I already built my harvesters for this game. And it's like, no, you got to replace those losses. You know, otherwise it's not going to work out for you. Filthy just playing it safe. He's going to do a hardcore eco game. Just the Pitbulls for protection. Goldman's Pitbulls not going to get in there at all. And we see Rockets on the expansion as well. Yeah, look at this. He's got 5 and 2 on the expansion. Tier 2 comes down now. 5 and 2 on the maze. Up to 10 harvesters. But Goldman also sitting pretty on 10 harvesters. Sorry, 9 harvesters. He's missing a harvester. No, he's actually in the blue tip field. This is smart from Goldman. He realizes he can't get into Filthy's base. So he's like, hey, I've got map control. Let's go grab that blue cheddar, nummy, and he's going to take that back to his refinery. That's $2,800 worth of Tiberium in just a single harvester. That's almost a tripod, right? It's almost a tripod in one harvester. You see Scrin in the late game send like 5 harvesters to a full blue tib field, and it's like, well, that's 5 tripods. Yeah, it's crazy good. Blue tib, crazy good. Goldman's going to engage Filthy here. There's a few Preds, but I mean, he's already just losing some of these Pitbulls here. And look at that, Preds from Goldman. These forces are going to have to leave. They're just going to get overwhelmed. I mean, there is another force flanking, but we'll have to see how that goes. I guess he's hoping that Goldman can't handle 2 fronts, whereas Filthy's probably more inclined to be able to handle 2 fronts. He's still chasing these Predator tanks. The Pitbulls are fast enough to get away, but I don't think the Predator tank is. Meanwhile, this force is flanking. He is aware of it, so he's trying to rally some forces here. But unfortunately, he's going to not quite lose that Predator tank. He's got AP ammo done. He's trying to dig some foxholes. He doesn't have compo armor. So, I mean, he gets the foxhole, instantly de-garrisons, and I guess he's going to put the rocket squads in there. Oh, it only works if you put the rocket squads in there. He's not going to put the rocket squads in there, so that's a bit unfortunate. Battle marker over here. Counterattack with the Pitbulls. They are deflected very easily from Filthy. Meanwhile, a few Predator tanks make it through. Can they get a Harvester snipe? Oh, he needs to get behind the War Factory. Pull it behind. It's not quite behind the War Factory. Oh, he gets that Harvester. He gets the Harvester, so that's as good as Filthy could have hoped for, but his own field is being raided. 3 Orcas are here. It's not enough to get 3 Harvesters, but he only gets 2. You need 4 Orcas, and you need a perfect split to get 3 Harvesters. But we can see Railgun Mammoths are on the way. Goldman has no tier 3. We got a airfield down, a couple of Shatterers on the flank as well. Oh, Pitbulls are swinging in. Goldman's under attack. He's going to have to deal with this. His own Pitbulls are coming back, but he loses yet another Harvester. So both sides are trading out some Harvesters. That's going to slow the eco just ever so slightly from both these guys. Needs to make sure he cleans up those Pitbulls, which he's going to do. They're basically dead. Goldman's got quite a nice tank force. He's got Orcas and Hammerheads. You don't see these usually comboed together, because they don't fill the same role, but they sort of, you know, you don't really need both of them. Yeah, if you're going Hammerheads, you'd want to go, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I end up with both of them. Dune's here. Great. Go to school, Dune. Harvester going back to the blue Tiberium. Unfortunately, that's going to be his last voyage. Railguns is done for Filthy. He's got a ref on the 3rd as well. This is great news for Filthy. He's transitioned some Harvesters across, and he's actually selling up big time. So he's trying to reorganize his Harvesters. He's got actually quite a few, so that's nice. Meanwhile, he's going to find these Orcas here. Oh my god, the Orcas! The Orcas bunch up, and the rockets from the Mammoth's not quite enough. He's actually got no AA to deal with this. There's quite a lot of Predators here. Yeah, he doesn't have Railguns, but I mean, oh yeah, there's 4 over here. Oh, a Firehawk! Oh my god, that's not good. Firehawk comes in, gets another one. He's not going to be enjoying seeing that. There's actually 2 Firehawks here. I didn't see 2 Firehawks. What's happening over here? Pitbulls are screaming into the 3rd base here. They should be able to get a harvest if they focus, but they're just firing willy-nilly at everything. These forces, unfortunately, somewhat moved out of position. Goldman splits his fire between 2 harvesters. I don't think he's going to get any harvesters now. Oh my god, if he gets no harvesters, that's going to be quite poor. Yeah, he's going to get 0 harvesters. That's unfortunate. 2 very badly damaged ones. Meanwhile, this force is going to push back out. They've got Firehawk cover, which I'm assuming is on its way back shortly. They're on the deck. No Stratofighter. They will have to fly there the old-fashioned way, but they are very fast units. I think the fastest unit the GDI has at their disposal. Oh, these mammoths are backed up, though. They're backed up against the water, which means they're going to have a hard time retreating. And look at that. Goldman can push them up against the edge there. Takes advantage of that, but he will have to back off. The lack of railguns is really hurting him. He's got 2 mammoth tanks of his own. He's still got an Orca here, but he needs to be careful because, again, there are Firehawks out. I guess he just feels that he might as well just go throw it away because otherwise the Firehawks will essentially destroy it. Not sure where the Firehawks are. No, they are over here. He's going to find not much. Unfortunately, you don't want to lose those Firehawks. They are expensive. Gets a mammoth tank. So railguns is now done for Goldman. He's at the 3rd base. He's got a refinery down. Oh my god, he's got triple refinery. So Filthy has triple refinery. Oh, this is not good from Filthy. He's getting cut off again. He's just losing 1 or 2 mammoth tanks here or there. And his force is getting whittled down. Goldman's going to chase. It's an awkward fight. These Firehawks need to back off. Otherwise, they're going to be destroyed by the mammoth missiles. They will back off. That's nice. He's going to have to... He needs to send them back for repairs, right? There's no point flying them around on such heavy damage. Battle marker over here did not see this small force of infantry, some shatterers, and just scattered forces basically coming in to attack this base. Now that is ground control gone from this base as well. The war factory does not have ground control. There's no ground control from the war factory, which means no base offenses. Nothing can happen over here. Oh, he's actually pushing in. Oh, a shockwave would be fantastic right now. He really badly needs a shockwave. It's going to be 5 mammoths versus 6 mammoths. Yeah, there's a zone trooper squad there. Can he hold on? Viol's coming across, takes that down now. It's going to be so tight. Some of the mammoth tanks are overlapping, not focusing fire. One of them is disengaging. Fluffy's not taking the kindest of engagements, but it should be enough, I think, to deal with this. There's 2 zone trooper squads. That's going to be really difficult to deal with, right? Because the zone troopers can simply jump jet out of the way if there's any type of crush move. And Goldman realizes he's going to have to retreat. He still has quite a number of... Oh, actually trying to bomb his tech center. Okay. Firehawks, what is going on with these Firehawks? I'm not even sure. Goldman retreats, surprisingly has at least 3 of these mammoth tanks evacing, but I mean, they can be chased down. Meanwhile, this attack is moving. He's going to try to snipe a Firehawk. Gets a Firehawk. Is he going to snipe the other one? No, he's just going to go for the tower. He's attacking the airfield now. He's not going to have enough to destroy that airfield. This base is gone. He is running down some of these damaged mammoth tanks. I like that. This one here, which is not so badly damaged, should be able to get away. Oh, fully upgraded zone trooper squad, and it's elite. Look out. Look out, that is going to be dangerous. He's going to need, like, yeah, I was going to say, hammerheads probably won't work too well anymore because the fire, yeah. I mean, Fluffy's got Firehawks, right? He's got Firehawks, so the hammerheads are just going to get smashed before they can really do too much at all. And this is the thing in a GDI mirror. If you own the sky with Firehawks, if you have air dominance, it is so much easier to fight in a GDI mirror. Oh, someone's doing something. And look at that, here come the hammerheads, but there's Firehawks back here. He needs to move the Firehawks in, and he will move the Firehawks in. Overkills him a little bit. Did he lose his elite squad? No, the elite squad is still there. He's going to try to take out the Sonic emitter as well. If he can get that Sonic emitter, maybe he can get a heroic zone trooper squad. It's got all 4 members. What's happening over there? Battle marker. It's just the spike being attacked. And Marv is out. It's zone trooper v zone trooper. That's very awkward. That's going to take a long time for them to actually kill each other because they really don't do that much to each other. Meanwhile, Mammoth Tank's moving across here. Battle markers over here. What's that? There's a zone trooper squad in the main. Not doing anything just yet. He's going to jump jet his forces across. He's going to jump jet into the Harvester Sniper teams here, and he loses that not heroic squad, but elite squad. But the Mammoth Tanks are doing the job for him. They're going to take everything down here. They should be able to take out that refinery as well. They are trapped. They can't escape. I mean, even if they go up here, the zone trooper squad will ultimately get them. So he might as well try. And he does get the ref. The other ref is powered down, right? He's just not getting any income while this is happening. He shaves off a bit of his own field. You want to be careful doing that. And these guys are actually going to get away a little bit. I'm not entirely sure. Infantry units fully upgraded. Moving to the main. Did he move his MCV? No, he didn't. He has an uplink, but he didn't use it. I think Filthy's got this game, though. I think he's got this game. Blue tip is being shared right now. Firehawks are here. He's got an elite Firehawk. There you go. So he's got an elite Firehawk. He had to harvest his own field, which is always terrible. He's got a harvester that's idle. And these Mammoth Tanks actually did get away. Somewhat, anyway. The airfield does drop, so he has killed the airfield. So that is something. And he's going to get a harvester. This harvester, yeah, this is the thing. This is what that guy was saying. The further the game goes on, the less control Goldman has over the game. And look at that. He's just turned his Firehawks into bombers now because he's like, well, you don't have any Firehawks. You don't have an airfield. I can now safely go and just bomb you. He could even just go hard points right now. And this is the pressure that he needs to apply. Unfortunately, he left the Firehawk behind because it was just the ref was destroyed before This one dropped its bombs by the looks of it. I mean, he's just moving the zone troopers across the map, but I'm not sure what they're going to be able to do. I mean, he's got juggernauts here as well. I mean, he's going to be able to dispatch these zone troopers just with rifleman squads and probably some tower drops. Even the harvesters getting some kills there. If someone drops a drop pod in your field, you can just order all your harvesters to rush it, and the machine gun's usually sufficient to get them. There is a hammerhead coming. He has rallied that firehawk back here. Unfortunately, these aren't zone raiders, so they're just going to die. There's a commando there. I mean, where you going, buddy? Yeah, he's going to lose everything. These two mammoth tanks come back, and Goldman's economy is now fully finished. And that's going to be the end of the match. Is the Marv? Yeah, the Marv is dead. Okay, he just lost the Marv. I didn't even see that fight in the middle. And Goldman has been defeated. So FilthyFiend just proves he was the stronger player. And yes, it was a very close series, but again, the longer the games went, the more Filthy looked good in those fights. So he's going to come out ahead and just, yeah, I guess just with the knowledge and the power to shut down Goldman in that situation. So it is going to be a 4-1 victory for Filthy. He will take this series, and that will be very nice for him. Let's just save that. Alright, there you go, guys. So Filthy defeats Goldman 4-1. Well done to Filthy on that one there. Let me have a look and see if anyone else is playing. Maybe there's another game. We got something from Pro League. Shy is looking for a match. I don't really want to cast him because it's notoriously bad lag. I'm not sure if he can actually continue in the league with what he's doing. Doesn't look like anyone else has got any scheduling going on. Futurama's there. $54 viewers. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that series. That was a nice series from Contenders League. Very entertaining, and that's what you really hope for, right? In that type of thing. I don't think Fluffy realizes that it's over. Or maybe they were talking about something else. No, it is 4-1. Filthy wins. What does Dune want? He wants me to play Shy. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to stream that, though, because I just feel like I'm going to get crushed by him. And it won't be very entertaining at all. But I will still be around today, so I'm not going to rule out another live stream today. So if you're watching this right now, keep an eye on my channel. I will go live as often as I possibly can without warning for the WEC. And I might be back again today. Probably tonight when people wake up. So maybe there'll be another stream in a few hours. But I think I'm going to call it there just because there's no one really online. And I don't really want to fight Shy on a stream. It's just, you're not going to enjoy that. He 4-0'd me last time, and I don't know how well I'm going to do against him. Mobile assault reclamation vehicle. Yep, that's it. And was it mammoth armored? It's mammoth armored reclamation vehicle, isn't it? It's a mammoth armored reclamation vehicle. You got it wrong. This was one of the questions in our test. But anyway, I'm going to call that stream here. Stay tuned to my channel. I'm going to go live as often as possible. And I'm very confident I'll be going live again later today for another series. So stick around and you'll see some more WC on my channel. But until then, I'll catch you all in the next video.